Holy crap! Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference just ended and I am stunned. So much was said, but here are the top 10 things you need to know. First thing is Apple announced a new show called For All Mankind on their Apple TV Plus platform. It's from the creators of Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica, and it's a show that imagines a world where the Soviets are the first to land on the moon. It's basically about the space race and a push to get to Mars. This show looks really awesome with a very large budget. Also, Tim Cook said he saw an early sneak peek of the entire first season, and he loves it, so why wouldn't we? Next up is watchOS. There is now an app store right on your wrist, so you can download and install apps right on the watch. Next up is iOS 13. A few things here. Just like the last Mac update, we are now getting a dark mode for iOS and it looks beautiful. Also, the Photos app is getting a much needed facelift. Your phone always has all these pictures because you took 15 of them. It now condenses them to show you days, months, and years, and it's really, really pretty. Okay, this one has me ridiculously excited, and it's AirPods audio sharing. So what that means is if you have AirPods and a friend has AirPods and maybe a few other ones, you can all be listening to the same thing at the same time. This is something I've fantasized about since college. Now you can go on a stroll with all your friends with AirPods and not even talk to each other and just listen to the same music. Also really excited about this one. I think I'm just excited about everything. It's CarPlay multitasking. I've been waiting for this and it's finally here. You can now have split screen on CarPlay and Siri won't take up the whole screen when you talk to him or her. Can't wait for it. Okay, this one is big. Apple announced iPadOS today. Yeah, so what that means is the iPad is officially breaking apart from the iPhone and it's becoming its own thing. iPadOS is widget AF. This new OS is going to have amazing multitasking. You're going to have notes next to notes. You can have Word documents next to Word documents. You can take pictures and put them in other things, and you can now plug in flash drives. All right, Apple, thanks for the flash drive support, but why don't we move to USB-C instead of this lightning cable thing, okay? And what Apple basically did today was say, hey, listen, we're going to make your iPad a Mac without making it a Mac. So you'll need a Mac. Why? Because money. We want you to have an iPad and a Mac. Hashtag Apple. But I'm kind of okay with it and I kind of want an iPad now. I don't have one. Okay, so this one came out of left field for me. A Mac Pro was announced today, or should I say a cheese grater. So Apple is going back to their roots of being able to customize things. Yay, finally we can customize our Mac Pros. This thing is a powerful freaking beast. I'm not gonna get into the nitty-gritty of this thing. Let's just say it's freaking powerful. This thing starts at $6,000 and this is what you're getting for that. Which brings me to my next one. This is the brand new display by Apple called the Pro Display XDR, and it is beautiful. This thing is super powerful. It is a 6K Retina display. I also really appreciated that super audible groan as Apple was like, oh, by the way, the screen doesn't actually come with a stand. You have to pay for that. This starts at $5,000 and I don't got no money for that. Help me, I'm poor. Next is macOS Catalina, which I've actually never been to and I really want to go, so if you have any tips, let me know. Anyway, not a ton here, but basically we are gonna get some revamped apps. There's a new reminders, a new notes, and that new Photos app. One thing that's really great with the new macOS is voice control. So they're making a huge emphasis on being able to talk to your Mac, and this actually works across all the OSs. People will now be able to speak to their devices using numbers or being like, can you correct that for me? This is really amazing, and I think this is a really good push for accessibility. Also, it is time we are finally saying goodbye to iTunes. After 18 years, iTunes is officially dead, and it's being replaced by 3 apps: a podcast app, an Apple TV app, and an Apple Music app. Don't ask me why we couldn't just do this in one app and have 3 different sections. They decided to make 3 apps. Let's take a moment of silence to remember iTunes. And lastly, this is something that's got me really excited for the future, and it is AR, augmented reality, on iOS. A couple people from Minecraft came on stage and they showed us how AR is going to work, and it is fascinating. They were able to not only play with 2 devices and see each other interacting in the game, but they were able to inject themselves in the game. And this is really just the beginning and it's not something we're really gonna be doing. Who wants to really hold an iPad and do AR? No, Apple is going to eventually come out with some glasses that you put on, and that's how you interact in the AR world. We're not there yet, but that's the future implications of this, and I'm ready for it. So those are my top 10 takeaways, just some little snippets, but I had to let you know what's going on in the Apple world because my mind is blown. As Apple releases some of these betas, I will be covering those as well, so definitely subscribe to my channel for more of those videos and follow me on the social medias. Other than that, I'm Justin. I'll talk to you later. Did I do that?